here, and I'm live over in Instagram land also. So, welcome to this Wednesday live stream. What I'm going to start to do Wednesday at 6:30 Central Standard Time. I'm going to jump on live and just definitely give you the game. Definitely give you the things that you need to grow your career or grow your business. So today's topic is going to be the importance of joining a community for the overall growth of your career. Once again, today's topic in YouTube land and in Instagram land is the importance of joining a community to grow your overall career. So it's story time. So last weekend, I attended a business conference, and this is the first business conference, on-site business conference that I've attended in the past maybe 3 to 4 years. I've attended virtually for a couple of events, but this time I wanted to make the investment to actually fly down and actually be in the room to experience the overall conference and to experience the overall community because people have said, based off of people that I've asked, the overall community is nothing like um, most communities. Individuals are not standoffish. They are very in tune, very welcoming, and these are individuals that are high six-figure or seven-figure earners. And my whole spiel as a business owner is I'm really not impressed by someone by what they've made. I'm more impressed of how they carry themselves and also how they treat other individuals. For example, if someone is a high six or seven figure earner and they are welcoming, they have no problem extending a helping hand or even just giving you a kind word, that's highly impressive to me. And that's what I was surrounded by for those 3 days when it came to this overall event. To the point where I was sold and I want to support this community. I want to be more part of this community as much as I can, not only from a business perspective, because I'm learning, I'm growing, as you should in your career and your overall business, but also from a sense of belonging. Um, I was telling my wife that throughout the course of this conference, I felt like people understood me. I felt like people listened to me. I felt like people experienced the same things that I'm going through as a business owner, right? And that's what community is all about. It's going into an area or jumping into a world that people totally get you because they've experienced what you've gone through, or they can give you some game on what to expect in the future. You know, if you haven't gone through something, they can put you onto some information. So if and when you go through it, you can reach out to that person to get some advice so the road isn't as bumpy, or you just know what to expect, right? And one of the biggest mistakes that I've made when it comes to this community was I didn't join it fast enough. I'm trying to grow out of this, but I'm more of a long ranger in a sense, lone ranger, excuse me, in a sense. And I feel like I have to do a lot of stuff by myself. And I feel that me doing that to myself, my process when it comes to my business or my journey when it comes to my career is probably twice or three times as long as it should be, right? So experiencing this overall community, it put the perspective of, you need people to understand you. You need people that will help you ride the overall waves. And it just feels good to be around other individuals that's doing the same thing that you are doing. Even if you're not, quote unquote, at the same level, you understand the basics and the overall foundation. And it's something that you and that other person can relate to on so many levels, right? So I took that overall experience being intertwined in the overall community, and that's the overall spiel that I want to give you guys today. Regardless if it's your career or your business or whatever industry or whatever niche or endeavor that you are in, you need to have some sort of community that you can join, be a part of, and more importantly, bounce ideas off of each other because Entrepreneurship or going down in your career by yourself will be very lonely. And no one, regardless of where they are in their career, needs to go through that overall level of loneliness. And just doing a little bit more research, even though I'm not a stranger to joining organizations, you have to understand that you have so many people thinking that they can navigate through their career by themselves or navigate through their business by themselves, and that makes the journey a lot harder, right? So one of the things I'm going to do is give you three quick and easy justifications on why joining a community will help your overall growth in your business or in your career. The first thing is when you come across a community, you have to understand that there's some sort of barrier to entry. Okay. And I mean communities with overall value. You have tons of free communities that people engage and things of that nature. But one of the things that I had to understand about the community that I'm in, it's not for everybody, even though it's geared towards business owners. There is a small group of individuals that actually will invest in actually going down for a couple of days going down to another city for a couple of days to learn more about their business, learn how they can grow about their business, meet other individuals that they can help or they can get help from. It takes a certain mentality for someone to actually make that investment in themselves, right? And so many people make so many mistakes. I made the mistake where I can't go to this conference because I have a child. I can't go to this conference because I have so much work to do in my business, which was all a lot of excuses. But when it came down to the bare minimum, I didn't join these communities because I felt didn't feel like I was good enough to join them, which was the biggest mistake that I've made, at least at this point in my entrepreneurial journey. But then it got to the point where I was sick and tired of being sick and tired and sick and tired of being the Lone Ranger in business. So I made the conscious decision to cross the barrier of entry and make the initial investment to actually book the event, book a hotel, book a flight, actually spend money that I could have made tons of excuses to say I can use this for my own business, but I carved that investment out to pay for all that to actually make the commitment to go. So I'm saying that to say these free online communities are great, but a true essence of a community is there's a handful of people. Now, that handful of people could be 1,000 or 2,000, but when it comes to the large number of people who may be interested or be a part of the industry that you are in, you always want to focus on those subgroups because those subgroups will give you more attention. It won't feel as overwhelmed, and also you felt like you will be heard. Once again, not knocking any of these free communities, but I knew for a fact that I wanted more laser focus interaction, laser focus information that the masses would not get. And in order for me to do that, I had to pay the barrier of entry to actually get into the overall event, which was a great investment. The second thing was is the overall mindset of joining a community. Joining a community of quote unquote, we like to say like-minded individuals will is an initial investment in your future. Because once again, not only is an investment of your money, and if you do it right, you'll be able to get that investment back tenfold, but then also it's an investment of your time and an investment to challenge your either challenge or enhance your current mindset. Specifically for me, it challenged my overall mindset because I knew that the community existed, but I only looked at it from the outside looking in until I got to the point where I got in the room and was be able to be exposed not only to the information, but also to the people that were willing to just either give me a kind word, a word of encouragement, create new business partnerships, associates, and things of that nature. It was nothing that I've ever experienced before. And to be honest with you, at some moments it was a little overwhelming because it was something that I haven't experienced in a long time. Don't get me wrong, I was in the mix and dealing with me being overwhelmed, but once again, it was everything that I did at the event is an overall investment in my future. Okay. So that's what you want to do when you're looking at some of these communities to be a part of in your career. Look at it as an investment in your future. No, everyone is not going to join the community that you may want to be a part of, and that's fine. But if you want to take your career or your business to the quote unquote next level, you're going to have to surround yourselves around people that actually get it, right? And the people that actually get it, they can be quote unquote behind you, or they can actually be in front of you. However, when you guys are all in the room, all of you guys are on the same playing field. So understand that it is an investment in your future. Hold on for a minute, guys. What's up, London? Come on, go get your stuff. It's okay. Where are you? No. Go. I'm talking. Go get your homework. Go ahead, get your homework and go back upstairs. Wait. Yes, London. You're on YouTube? Yes. But you don't have any pants on, so you have to go back upstairs. That was the boss lady, guys. Say hi, London. No. Just say hi. It's like you say you don't have any pants on. All right, I'll be up there in a minute. London, go upstairs. Thank you. So the first thing is, when you're thinking about joining the community for your overall career growth, understand that there will be a barrier to entry. You want to understand that, because everybody who may be a part of the particular industry that you're in or doing what you're doing, they may not see the overall value and may not want to pay the cost to actually get into the community. But if it's something that you deem to be highly valuable, definitely make the overall investment. The next thing, like I said before, doing this is an overall investment in your future. Joining these overall communities, look at it like you're planting seeds. Okay, you're planting seeds to create future and stronger relationships, business deals, or even friendships, or just people, or even just a high level of camaraderie with the individuals that's in the community with you also. It's not for everyone, but if that specific community is for you, make the initial investment and definitely move forward, because it will be an investment in your future. And then last but not least, and this is the thing that really, excuse me, this is the thing that really took me back. I finally had the sense that people really understood what I was going through as a business owner. Now, don't get me wrong. I have my family. I have a couple of friends that understand. But to be in a room of individuals that fully 150% understand the struggles that you are going through in whatever you're trying to do, and giving you a kind word or giving you a word of encouragement, or in some instances, kicking you in the butt and they seeing something in you that either you haven't ever seen in yourself, or you kind of lost that feeling. It gives you a sense of people understanding you. And I don't know anyone, whether it's from a career perspective or even from a personal perspective, I don't know anyone who would not appreciate how someone feels or can understand what somebody is going through. And from a genuine perspective, not just giving you lip service and saying, oh yeah, I understand what you're going through in your career, and they don't understand in any way, shape, or form. So after leaving this event and meeting the individuals that I've met and absorbed the information that I've absorbed in this community, it's reactivated me as an entrepreneur. And that's one thing, as you are joining these communities, you want to find those individuals that you know that you can continue to communicate with, share ideas with, bounce ideas off of. It can be everything. Now, I'm not saying you have to meet and network with everyone within a certain community. You don't have to do that. But the people that you meet and you have a good feeling about, and you know that they understand what you are experiencing, continue to build with them, continue to network with them, continue to help them, because iron sharpens iron at the end of the day, right? Because if my biggest concern is, after, now that I'm back in my hometown, how do I keep that overall momentum that was built up for the past 3 days? So that means I need to uh, conversate with the individuals that I met at the event on a regular basis, share ideas, just keep that overall momentum going until it gets to the point where we will all meet up again for the next overall event, right? Community is important. Community is vital. Community could be the thing that will help you keep going when times get rough, when things get difficult. Because I know for a fact that after joining this community, one thing I'm going to continue to do my best to pour into this community and the people within it. But then also it creates another level and another standard of the people that I want to associate with in my life. It clearly raised the bar. Not saying that the individuals that I've met previously, they aren't quote unquote worthy to build and network with and things of that nature, but I can only associate with them with certain things. But now I know that I can associate with certain individuals in the depths of my business, which I'm very passionate about, just business in general. I know for a fact that I will go to these individuals, and more importantly, they can come to me and bounce ideas off of and share information and vent and things of that nature. So this weekend was clearly a game changer for me. But now I know, with the barrier of entry and investment that I made, I know now that the individuals that I met and the information that I've absorbed, the execution of that, and the camaraderie that I want to continue to build around these individuals, I know that this is an overall investment in my future, right? So if you, regardless of the industry that you are in, I highly, highly, highly advise you to do your research, figure out what community that may be out there in your particular industry, and do some research, give it a go, and take the dive and see what it's all about. You know, if it's something that you are interested in, figure out how you can get more involved. If it's not anything that you're interested in, figure out another way to find another community. But there is a community out there for everyone. But it is your responsibility as the professional to find that community, join that community, figure out how you can pour into that community and how you can receive from that community also, right? So I know I spoke a lot about the importance of joining a community. I hope the story that I told resonated with you. And if you are on the fence about joining a community, push forward and join that community. It will be an investment in yourself that you deserve and an investment in your future. Once again, this is Eric B. Horn, founder of Eric B. Horn Career and Business Solutions. And if you guys have any other questions, comments, concerns about joining the community or the other benefits of joining the community, feel free to leave a comment on YouTube or shoot me a DM on Instagram. Later.